as official as we get. So, welcome to everyone. If you are new to Zentangle, we'd like to know, put it in the chat. And if you're just new to us, but have done Zentangle before, either way, let us know in the chat, because we just like to know. Oh, Janice, new to Zentangle, welcome. And if you want to say hi, where you're from, we have a lot of people doing that already. And Jen, I'm glad, Jen, I'm pressing the ones that were bent in your, an unabridged dictionary. I have seen those. Those are bigger. I need to have one of those. A paper one, so it can't be changed. So say hi, where you're from, if you're new to Zentangle or just new to us. So welcome. We're gonna have fun today. It's not we always have fun. I don't need to say we're gonna have fun today, because we always do.
We always manage.
If you want to give us a weather report too, we have fun with that. So the way we do things here, for those new, is I'm gonna put into the chat links to the step outs that we'll do. I'll share my screen, we'll talk through it, and then do. This one is going to be way more, kind of how free for all than most, because and actually I'm not even sure how to Deb, I'm not even sure how to say the SEEYEBOP one, or actually it would have been funny if you put a SEEYEBOP.
I could have done that, but yeah, SEEYEBOP, and it is a play on my vision and bird of paradise.
Yeah, and I love the way you do this. So I put together a post, and so I'm going to share that here so everyone can see. And then I thought, well, it's like you have to pair it with something, because it's super cute, but it has a lot of options to do something with it. And I love the sample that you had done. So I'll share that in a second. And then I thought, well, hey, I've got a couple of these two, Dynaflor and Ojo, that could be paired with, because I loved your sample in that it was kind of like a garden. So you don't have to just do the ones that I'm sharing. If we have other favorites, we can do those also. So I was thinking, I was like picturing garden. So when you pulled out the tiles that we did, I'm like, oh, that'll be perfect, because it will create a background for this, which would be neat. All right, let me get these other links in there. And close a couple of things, because I was doing some.
Oh, you might want to mention to Janice too that we're working, well, not so much official tiles today, but you can work on anything you want.
Right.
Sketchbook, loose paper, official tiles, anything.
And with any writing utensil.
Crayons.
Yes. Go out, burn a twig and use the charcoal from it.
Now you're getting silly.
Okay, so there's that. I'm just putting them all in, and actually I should do it this way too. All right. But yeah, I was thinking what to pair it with. And then I saw this Dynaflor, and I'm like, ooh, that would look neat. And then I was like, well, there's some other ones that we did also recently that would work too. And I'm sorry, I should have had this part set up. I see, this is what happens when I think I've gotten myself all prepared. It's never as prepared as I think, because there's always something that I forget. And yeah, and Janice, and if there's anyone else that is new and too shy to say. It doesn't? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I was just going to tell you that. I just went to that too, and it's just a big white blank page.
Oh, good.
I think you didn't put where it needed to go.
Let's try this. Oh, let's see. Oh, I know why. I copied the wrong thing. Oh, this technical details. Okay, and let's see, I got the Dynafloor. Let's put the Ojo in there. And then, you know what, if anyone has it says, hey, what was this one tangle? I'll see if I can find it and put the link to the step outs out there too. So like I said, this will be way more of a free-for-all than normal. And Rika is asking, is that a watercolor base? Which were you using on that one, Mom? Do you remember?
I don't remember. I don't know.
Let's see. Oh yeah, I didn't either.
Well, you did the watercolor, so but this is either alcohol ink, blotted. That's what it is. This is probably alcohol ink.
Okay.
I think this one, and then I blotted it with this one or something like that.
Okay. Mine might have been actually stamp pads because I was playing with these 3 colors. And I was playing with the I think it was Versamark stamp pads. I wanted to see what they would do, and then I must have blotted blue or something. Oh yeah, no, so this was stamp pads that I was just playing with. So, all right, let me share my screen. And oh, sure. There we go. Oh, I see. Okay. There it is, all pretty. Okay. And I just got, oh no, Sandy, it took me a minute too. The bop part, it took me a minute to say that was from the Bird of Paradise. So you're not the only one that
get that either. I was thinking like musical bebop.
Oh, you see, yeah. And then but wait. Well no, I'll do this in a minute. And I will share sometime during the song. Actually, he didn't write it, but I think he's probably the most famous for performing it. May the Bird of Paradise fly up your nose. It's an old song from the 50s. Somebody else wrote it, but little Jimmy Dickens did like novelty songs, and that's like famous. And it's really funny. And so Deb, when that was the post I put. I have a song in my head. Thanks. And I was waiting to see if anybody else also knew, but it was only Mom. So, so anyway.
Well, and you also at the beginning of hers, did she have a picture of a bird of paradise?
No, I don't think so.
I saw something up at the top. Maybe it wasn't in bloom.
Oh, of that post? I don't think so.
when you first clicked to it, I saw some flowers, but maybe that was something
unless
else.
It was this.
No, it was a real photograph,
a real
flower.
Oh, I don't know what I was on.
Yeah, well, it's okay. Just go on.
It's all right. Okay. Well, you know what? I'll find one in a second here. So, as Deb is saying in the chat, it's a very whimsical version of Bird of Paradise because as we do tangles, it's not necessarily to recreate it. It's to be inspired by it and then go with it. And so this is definitely that. And so this is Deb's step out. And if you're subscribed to my blog, which by the way, when you go to tangleaddicts.com, it's kind of right here where you can put your email address and follow. So it starts off with kind of like a teardrop or tethered orb shape. And then you aura on the inside. Although if you ended up making it a little too small and went, oh no, then just aura it on the outside, and that's your course correction. And then put 3 little kind of curved lines, as you can think. I just think they look like hairs.
I call them eyelashes.
Or eyelashes. And then if you see in this step 4, it's a little curved line coming from that tip, kind of merging into the end, which creates that neat depth. And then you can have fun with it. And I love this bottom part. What do you see? And so she's sharing what she sees. You could create it into an organic by putting like a stem on the end. You can make it, and like I said, I'll show an actual Bird of Paradise plant. Birds are crazy eyes, raindrops, or I like this here, random gem or stone bezels. Or a flower, there's a lot of things that you can do. It's just going to depend on, I like the evil or spooky eyes. Well, I'm going to add this also, Deb, to the spooky tangles, because I think that could be fun too. And then here's some beautiful art, all tangles that Deb did. Golly, Debbie, I should say that way I don't get it all mixed up. And then I put the links to the or the hashtags of the tangles that she used in this. And so it's just kind of neat, because while, like I said, Zentangle is not intended to be something that you are where we're creating something, and that the reason for that is because then there's no right, there's no wrong. We can still do that and have fun with it, and using tangles that are already out there. So
I love her hibiscus on this one, and that's one of her tangles as well. But that is beautiful, the coloring, shading, and everything. Yeah,
and the flux at the bottom, and the fancy fescue. That's our name for it. I don't know that there's a name. We're just coining that.
Yeah.
And actually, you know what I'll find as we're going? There was that the tangle that looked like a leaf. I'll find the name of it. I had it just sitting right here in front of me for the longest time until I stacked all of my tiles, and now it's buried. But I'll find that too, so that way if somebody wants to do, a leafy type shape, but it's just absolutely gorgeous. So this to give us ideas. So that's what we do, is I share the samples, so that way it will give us ideas on how we want to do it. And if you don't have ideas, it's like, well, I still don't know what I want to do. Then just follow either me or Mom and tangle along with us, or both of us taking ideas from both. But so here's my version of the step out. And I forgot to take it. I think when I was playing, I got some color on my papers for tangling. That's okay. And it's it's the same thing. It's just a little bit bigger. And then here was my play was I didn't know what I was gonna do. So I'm just like, well, I'll just put some here, and I'll put this big one here, and I'll put orbs in that center, or around that first aura section, and just had fun with it. Now, if you want to kind of make a garden, then I added a dino floor, which was yesterday's, actually it's technically today's daily tangle. This one starts off with that fancy fescue. So just this curved line that flips back onto itself. And then you just grow it however you want. I put actually this one I didn't merge one out. Well, I did sort of. Anyway, you just keep adding these little pieces however you want. You fill in the loopy section and aura it. And to aura is just to outline for those that are new. And then she had this thing where you kind of, it's like a reverse rounding. So in the little crevices, putting a little curve line, filling into that crevice, and then aura-ing out as many times as you want. And it's just kind of fun. This could also be used with orbs on the end, versus having this kind of teardrop shape. So that's an up to you thing. And again, that link is in there. And Ojo, which I picked ones that were kind of recent that we haven't necessarily done. But if you have something else that you like, like adding the flux or poke root, poke leaf, zinger, all of those, great ones, organics that we have, or whatever you want to do, that's up to you. But I thought, well, just throw these two in to not be totally confusing. So Ojo starts off with a line of orbs. So wherever you might want this line to go, just put orbs in, and then following that up with connecting them with a line, and that can meander however you want. Then inside, it's kind of hard to see, inside each of the orbs is a spiral. And then you're adding this one, because I thought, it looks like little bugs, and it seemed like that was, I have to remember what her inspiration was, or she just saw the pattern or it brought it up in her head or something. But so, starting at the top with two a little bit larger curved lines, and then just as many as you want on the sides. To me, they look like, they could look like neat ladybugs. And then big, coming from the top of them, we'll say, a big curved line that ends in a spiral, looks like antennas on either side, and then playing with some, you know, orbs or bubbles on the sides, and it's just fun. It'll be totally whimsical, and that's that. Let's look up here though, quick. Bird.
Oh, that's what I saw. That's like a bird of paradise.
Oh,
blooming yet. You know, that's what I thought. But that's
okay. Well, gosh, who knows?
Yeah.
Oh, there is a bird of paradise. The bird, apparently.
Yeah, we went the flower.
There we go.
Oh yes.
Oh, and isn't the bird? That's pretty too. Oh, look at the tail. I mean, on the bird. Look at that. Look at it. Oh my gosh. Huh. That is interesting. But yeah. So you can have fun even adding to those, you know, the little curved lines on the top if you wanted to. But I always love that plant. It's just like, oh, it's sadness that it's tropical. I couldn't really have it here. But and I think that, yeah, I think I've seen that one dancing before. Anyway, so sometimes it's good to look at the inspiration, and that gives even more inspiration. All right, so let me stop that. Way too much fun. And hi to Linda. Yeah, bird's the word. Okay, now we'll have that song in our head too. My search is saved here. And his facial expressions are really funny when he's singing it too. No, I didn't mean to do that. I'm just putting the link in the chat. This is for your listening enjoyment later. And you're welcome. All right. So yeah, again, feel free to use colors, whatever you want. You know, that's what's nice about having a background is that
yeah, I was going to put a border on mine, but then I thought, oh, this goes all the way to the edge, so I think I'm not going to do a border.
Oh, okay. Oh, and I meant to say yours is kind of glary. It's hard to see.
Mine
and
is.
I think, yeah. Or it's just at the top.
Oh yeah, it's white at the top.
Oh, all right. I was. It's still.
No, that's the way it looks. But that's to me, that's the bottom.
Okay, because we always have that glare with yours, but
and I'm going to do something different at the bottom, other than any of them that you've shown. So
okay,
everybody, just watch Heather.
Well, you know, I'm gonna set up first because I think I want to do the Ojo kind of as a border. So I'm going to start with that, but I'm just going to put some orbs, and I'm going to make these orbs just a little bit bigger than I have in some other things, because that way you can get that spiral in there. And so I'm just putting some orbs around the outside. And what's so nice about, gosh, all of this is that we can just do whatever we want. Oh, actually, maybe. Oh, I think I might not. I'm just going to do a big, like a ring. I'm not going to go all the way around. I'm just going to do like that. That way I have like a floor or something. And maybe I'll add the flux. So I'll go ahead and add the string. The string part, that's what I'm calling it. And like I said, this can meander however you want. So you can have extra fun with it. And then I will finish that up later. I just kind of wanted to have it set. And then, and I think I might do this as a, maybe, yeah, more. I really like that how Debbie, how you did that. You know, kind of like that was the feature. Maybe I'll do 3, and then we'll see how it goes. All right, so And being that that's what we're featuring, I wanted to be able to focus on that a bit more. So I'm going to put one up here at the top. And so, say for those that are new, I was calling it a tethered orb because it's like you start in one place and then, or it looks kind of like a thought bubble too. So it's like you start here and then you're kind of drawing a big orb, but you're coming back to that same point, creating that shape. I need those kind of instructions. And so Mom is doing Boulder Builder. That's a tangle. And I will not put my pen in my mouth because I can't talk when my pen is in my mouth. That one, I mean, there's a lot of these that are easy, but I always still need to have, I just like to have step outs. So I will put that link in the chat. So if you are interested in, I
didn't mean to make more trouble for you.
No, I just, like I said, if anybody wants, something. Oh, and there's also stones that Lynn did.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Let's see.
This one just came to mind, but
oops. Oh. I know we did that. Did I not do my own pattern? I thought I did. Oh, with an S maybe. Well, I'll put Lynn's step out in here. That way, if you were thinking of that one, and I said if somebody thinks of one that it's like, oh yes, I'd like this, and you need the step outs, I will see if I can find quickly.
Yeah, I have to do this. Look at the stones because I don't remember what that was like.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I see. It was just they're overlapping rather than one on, they overlap.
Right.
That
right.
was the difference.
And Rika, you can follow either one of us. So if you like what Mama's doing, Cherie, then you can. I mean, so I just put that in the chat. I mean, that's just creating little boxes, and then what she's doing now is called rounding, where you round off the corner, and it creates a really neat look. So you can follow either one of us or both, and that sometimes that makes it a little confusing, but. That's our aim. No, just kidding. Let's see.
Now I'm going to do what you're doing.
Yeah, and Monica says, Heather, you're like me. If the tangle just has a straight line, I worry about seeing the step out. Yes. See, I know I have kindred spirits out there, because like that I'm gonna do that one too. The stir it up. Oh, and actually, are you not able to see mine? Is it because on my screen it looks clear?
It looks clear on mine as well.
Okay. Oh, it could be because I need to move my.
Yeah. Oh, nope. The other way. The other right. Nope. The other way.
Other right.
A little bit more down.
I keep moving my camera too.
No,
so
move it the other way. There.
That way. Okay. I will. All right. There we go. I do have a habit to get off the screen. if I could only glue it, but then you if you do that, then you can't turn it. Oh, and I think I'm gonna have that one go this way, and then I'll say I'm gonna do a trio. But let's see, and I think I'll have them go out the opposite directions here. I almost did a giant seed. That's not it. But you can have them angling too. Oh, I like what Mom's doing. And and what I love about this is it's a nice shape with neat ideas. I mean, and it's a regular kind of shape that we do, but adding the extra bits to it. And then just having it as that little freeform little accent you could add in however you want. I love that about this. I think I'm going to tilt this one up a little bit just to be different. Okay. And then something to think of too is depending on how you want to do it, like the one where she has it with kind of like the gem inside, that's auraed 3 times. So you'd want to make sure that it's that you have enough room to do that. I don't know what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to go regular. And then again, the aura is just outlining. So you pick a distance that you want to kind of aura. You try to stay at that distance like that. And depending, sometimes I like to copy the contour. Just depends. I copy the contour if I like it. And then if I don't like it, then I'll do something else. Oh, that looks really neat, Mom.
Yeah, well, now I'm trying to figure, okay, I had to go back and see what, rather than waiting for you.
Yes, don't wait for me. And then here's another technique, especially for Janice or anyone else that's new. We call it the halabow. So I am gonna draw a stem. Oh, well, let's see. What am I doing at the bottom? I'm gonna wait, but I can. Well, I'll explain it. It's essentially drawing behind. So what I would do here is I was thinking, oh, I'll just draw a big stem, but I'm like, wait, I might want to put some things down here first. And what I would do is I would draw it this far. I'm not going to draw over. So to draw under, you pick up your pen, travel it over, put it down on the other side, and continue. But the one thing is you have to kind of plan out, well, am I putting anything else, down where I don't want to, that I don't want to go over. So we try to not have a lot of planning, but oh, and I forgot the 3 little spikes. And then this one, I'm just doing this kind of thin. You can play with this too, depending on how thick you want it to look. And then, well, not that thin, but I guess. Yeah. Oh, and I was thinking about filling those in. Thanks for doing that, Mom, so that way I could see how it looks. Oh, and then
Yeah.
you did this same thing on the inside.
Yeah, I just for the heck of it. I just,
Yeah. Let's see. I think I'm going to add, just because I liked that pairing, the flux shape. And I'm going to add that down here at the bottom. Although maybe I'll. Oh, no. Okay, I'm going to add some of Lynn's stones. And the stone was just a rugged looking brick. But this we use the halabow technique on, because it's like I'm imagining I'm doing the same size over here, but I'm starting it here, although I'm not drawing it. And then we're just kind of alternating them like so. And I love this because it's jagged and it doesn't have to be perfect. And then this one, yeah, once you kind of have your thing set however you want it, then you just, this was at the bottom, kind of draw a little line, little squiggly line. It just gives it some definition. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to add some flux, and the flux, it's similar to this shape where, starting here, you kind of come out round. This, I add a little bit more flare. And let's see. I guess I'm not going to have any of these that go over because I wasn't thinking about that before I drew it, but that's okay. And these can kind of just start wherever and flop wherever. They can start from anywhere. Oh, this can go behind at least, like that. Oh, I can have it go this other direction. And then this one, these little gaps that we create, we fill in with little orbs and then kind of fill in behind them in the little crevices. And you can have fun with that too. Especially something like this, it's like you don't have to do every little opening if you didn't want to. But especially like here where you have these gaps in between, it just ends up looking rather neat. Okay. And then this one, once you, well, as you have them, then the last step in this is my favorite line dot. So it's a little bit of a curved line from the point you start coming, up into the center, not all the way. And I'm trying to keep, there we go, keep this in the center. These, especially with flux, I just love it because you can have the most odd looking shape. And then you put the line dot in and it's amazing. Oh, I like how you have that, the Ojo coming out on those bricks. That is neat. And that's one because it's all lines, except for where the orbs are, because you just strategically place the orbs where there's not a line behind it. That is cool. All right, do I have line dots in all of those? And do I want it any higher? Oh, maybe over to the side, but I don't know yet. So I'm going to put, let's see, we're going to make a stem here. That side is at least going to be good. This one, I'm going to do it wide so that way I can do behind this guy. And I'm just kind of making it flare. And then we'll have, oh, maybe I'll have these. Let's see. Oh, let me think on it. Now I'll have them kind of coming out the same way. I was thinking it could be almost like leaves off of that, but now these will just be little stems. And then too, I'm going to travel this right down behind that flux that I did. Ooh, this one I could do too. There we go. And then I'll put the little orbs next to it so you'll really see that stem. Mom must have run to go get something.
My colored pencils and pens. It just calls for them.
Ooh, let's see. I think I need to draw a little flux behind this flux. Let's see if I was, well, I don't know where. Let's just pretend. There we go. That's pretend. Ah! No, it's calling for one over here too. All right. I think I might be done with that. And then, so while I'm doing some other things, it's like, I don't know exactly what I want to do inside mine. Oh, and I just noticed too, Mom, that yours, your eyelashes came from the center, not just on the top.
Oh, because I made a mistake. Oh, no, I didn't. It was a
She meant to do it that
occasional opportunity presented suddenly.
Right. Exactly. And while you were out getting your pens, I was saying I like how you did the Ojo over the brick.
Right. I sort of looked for open bricks, and that's where, and actually instead of doing an orb and then doing a spiral inside, I just did the spiral and closed it.
Oh, well,
You
that's
know,
probably a better idea.
well, no, it's just an idea.
No, actually, I
just
had thought about that because it's like, huh.
I just looked for open blocks and put them in there so that they would show, you know, without lines going through them so much. So
Yeah.
now I'm
Well,
trying to find something that. Oh, I
and
know.
because my orbs never seem to, I unless I go really slow and you know, pay close attention, I always end up with where they don't meet up. So that's where I'm starting my spiral, is where they don't meet up. So that way nobody ever knows. So it's as if I, you know, did it the other way and just did a closed single print tomp. Yeah, and these, yeah, it's like I like doing these bigger because when I was doing it on the step out, it was just like, oh, it's so small. You can't really see that inside. Oh, that looks nice.
I'm just auraing because I didn't have my pens down here to begin with, but I kind of like it anyway.
Yeah.
With the green pen to just add a touch of color.
I like that. And actually, well, let's see, how many legs does a ladybug have? Well, this isn't to replicate anything, because
No,
I like you do it in the red. It could look like a flower, or it could look like a ladybug.
Just add as many as you want. It could end up being a round centipede.
It could. And I was going to go back and look and see. I can't remember. It seemed like there was something about a bug on that. Let's see. And I'm deciding too. It's like, oh, let's see. Do I want to go in? Do I want to have them all go in the same direction or different direction? When I come, maybe I'll have a meeting in the middle. I don't know. All right. Let's see. Well, actually, no. What made me think about this is in her description, as I'm reminding myself now. She said first she thought it looked like a bug. Then I noticed it looks like an eye with really long, pretty eyelashes. So it goes along. It pairs very well with the SEEYEBOP. Yeah, I'm saying you could, like I said, you could have these going whatever direction that you want. Like I said, I think oh, how did I make that even? Look at that. I have 5. Well, it's not even. I have 5, so I have 1 in the center. I didn't even think about that. And like this one, you could do all of the steps all at once, you know, and kind of complete each little orb if you wanted to. I'm just doing it kind of by the steps. Mine looks like it's a dark and stormy night, though. Ooh, which gives me an idea. I might have to use some neon color or something. I have this that neon yellow. I don't know how I'm going to use it yet, but I'm just thinking I can use it.
I have it. I must use it.
it's come into my brain to be used. You know, with these two, like, you know, where I have this, like, you know, little bump. Let's see. Oh no, this one I was going to go this way, and then I'm going to figure out what I want to do with that last one. So, like, adding these little curve lines on the side, I make sure to add one right where that little indent is, and then voila, you don't see it anymore. Yeah, I think I'm going to make this one different. And therein is the fun. I don't go too far off. I don't go too far off sometimes, you know, the step outs, but it's fun to kind of take a little bit of a step out, and then, you know, and you're like, oh, look at how neat that turned out. Okay, I can take another step out. I don't want to go too crazy. So Jen says her hands are so shaky today, too much coffee. So Jen's is going to be extra whimsical. Oh, and I like you're using the colors of the bird of paradise. That's a neat idea too. And then and I'm trying to remember who had this. I was partially inspired by, and now I can't remember who. Rosita was, maybe it was you that had put. All right, Sherry. Well, I'm glad that you spent this much time with us. We'll see you next time. Somebody had asked, like, how to you know, which patterns go together, and I had, you know, it's a personal choice, however you would want to do that. But that also got me thinking, oh, let's do this, especially because, you know, yeah, this tangle just kind of screams for, it needs to be added to something. But I like that. I'm gonna fill that in too, because I really like that. One of the things that I had mentioned on that post was I like to have some kind of contrast. So something that's like, these are all really just like lines, and it's nice to have something that has some contrast to it, you know, some, you know, more filling in. And actually this kind of fits that bill. And well, and then too, adding color can help. I did do these big enough. I could do a third here because I liked that. Was it bezel? So I'm auraing again. And then just kind of adding some lines along in this in that middle aura. Yeah. I mean, there's one of those, so many options that you could do. And like in Mice About, you know, I put orbs in there. Like this is just, well, this is curved lines. You could put straight lines. You could So many things that you can do. Oh, that's what I had mentioned that stir it up, but I was thinking I would do it somewhere, but now I don't know. I was like, oh, it could. Oh no. Oh yes, I could do it in. It's like, and I'm just sticking with the black. I need to do something else. Okay. Okay, I say to myself. So for just because I'm talking about it, the stir it up is just pretend like Jen has had too much coffee, and it's just wiggly lines, you know, that meander around and fill up a section like that. And I think I'm going to do that with. Oh no, okay, no, I'm going to do it with this brown. I was going to do it with green, but I think I want to do it with the brown. And making sure I'm in there, and it's just kind of small. And you're just squiggling. It doesn't matter how you do it. I kind of like to change up the direction a little bit. So like sometimes I'm going down and then back up and then kind of across and then back over and varying the lengths. You know, so if I'm kind of going up and down, I might vary those lengths a little bit, and then I'm coming back the other way and going up and down. I said I'm working to not necessarily touch or cross any of these, but to kind of have a nice, real fine aura. Oh, I think that kind of looks neat. Ha! Now I have to add. Thanks, Jen. Yeah. Now I have to say, now what? Because it's like, okay, I've got all of this nice background color, but it does kind of scream.
Yeah, my background color has just sort of disappeared.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's there, but
yes,
it's yeah, and I started off with thinking of adding that dinosaur, and I haven't added it yet. Although I could still. Well, maybe. Let me make sure this is working. Ooh. Because I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, I'm just putting little dots in the center of my my little Ojo spirals with this neon. You know, I was thinking about going around with those, but that's what I forgot. There's little orbs.
oh
That
yes,
happen.
I forgot those too. Yours look like little fireflies.
Oh, they do.
Lightning bugs.
And you can have these orbs go, you know, kind of however you want. I had them just kind of close, but then Sandy made this nice post with this, and I'm like, oh, look at how she did those. And they can just look like bubbles, or like you said, I like that, like fireflies, because this background is a little bit on the dark side. So then I can.
Yeah, mine's very pale, so it doesn't show up. But I'm going to look for what pen is that? What is it?
This is it's one of the Moonlight ones, but
Moonlight?
It's yellow, but it's like a fluorescent yellow.
Okay.
It's in, yeah, like the neon.
I'm not sure I have it, but I am going to
Set.
look for it.
But it works really good with this because, like I said, up here is so dark. And actually, I'm in some of these areas, I'm making like really big therefores. And I will say, for those that don't know, the therefore is just it's a background, and it's just 3 dots like that, and you would just spread it out.
And therefore, it's there.
Right. And it's like one of those, such a neat idea. Maybe mine are going to be aliens, because I'm feeling like I need to add, because I was originally thinking, oh, I have to add it into here. I just don't know how exactly yet. And I don't know that I want to color it. Although, okay. Thinking, and we have just a few minutes. Yeah, Alyssa says, yeah, simple, but it adds a finishing touch. Therefore, it is such a neat, a neat tangle. And I remember thinking, well, that's silly, but no, it's just.
So, you know what? Having just taught a basic class, I'm thinking that might. You know how you like to put dots in the opening part of Halabow?
Yeah.
I'm thinking the therefore might look neat in there.
Mm-hmm.
3 little dots instead of 1 little dot.
Yeah.
Okay, these are looking very scribbly, but I don't care. They're scribbly flowers.
Well, let's see. It's like a part of me wants to color it in, but then another part of me is saying, just doing like a little swoosh mark like I would with a gem. And so I'm going to just do that first. If I don't like it, I can color it in. But it was like, as I kept thinking I wanted to do that, this is what my brain kept saying. So sometimes it's like, okay, I'm just going to go with it. Oh, and see, that's interesting. And on the inside, and it's like, I could still add even other, more color if I want to. But I'm gonna do some shading. I think I'm gonna make this more of a smoky. So on the inside of this, and you can do this in any way. So I'm kind of throwing in some shading here. I'm just putting like a C shape on the inside of that last aura that I did. And then with the Tortillion, just smoothing it out and bringing it out, a little bit to that tip. So it's kind of creating a bit of a gemmy type look. And then, okay, I've got, one's the charcoal. I'm like, I've got apparently 12 colorless blenders in front of me, but no, one was this, because I also wasn't thinking that I can use, I just wasn't thinking, especially with having it be a bit darker background. Lately, I've been having this just do and not think, and it's kind of interesting. Or I'm training myself through Zentangle practice to not think so much. Oh, Jen, well, we'll see you post it tonight. So, but yeah, we'll see you tonight. I can't wait to see what yours looks like, though. I want to see the coffee induced lines. All right. Oh, and you know, okay, so I'm adding highlight to the bottom, which that's just what I feel like doing. And so I added a little graphite and things in the center. Oh, on these stems, I'm going to put some graphite on just the inside of these little stems. And probably go a lot heavier right here because that's hiding it. Okay. Then we'll bring it out with the tortilla. And then I'm, of course, going to, well, I could just do it at the same time. Put some white charcoal in the center. Oh, and down here where it's tucked in. And so for, I think it was Janice that's new. This is more of Zentangle inspired art, just so that way you know. I am going to post another Zentangle Essentials class, but it's still, you get all of the same, you know, benefit of things with the repetitive process. This kind of goes more, today is more on the creative process, I suppose, than the repetition that we would get if we were just doing, you know, a singular tangle. Okay, and then I think, oh, all right, I'm putting graphite around, or pretty much on this line. I'm just going to try it on the one and see. And I'm just with the Tortillion kind of doing a up and down motion along the string, or back and forth depending on which angle I'm at, to kind of spread it out both sides. And let's see. Oh, it added some depth. Okay, I'm going to do that to the other ones too. Yes, and just I was thinking about doing it on the inside, but I'm not gonna. So just to that outside. I mean, you could do it to the inside too, but this kind of makes these two sections one piece and kind of pops it. And if I go a little darker, it'll pop it even more. And then it will be, oh gosh, it's time. We want to see what everybody did.
I was just gonna remind you.
It's like, oh, I'm just too busy playing. So, all right. So if you want to open up your webcams, I'll continue to. Oh, I need to get something else prepped. So my work almost done. Let me just do this, and then I'm going to look up and see all these amazing things. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, these are so cool. We have gardens. Oh, neat, neat, neat. Ah, so gorgeous. All right. So keep your webcam open. I need to bring one thing up, and then and just one of those, don't have to, but I just want to make sure everybody has an opportunity. You can always email me. Oh, Gay, that's lovely. And Deb, oh, these are also neat. Okay, Linda, yours is just black on mine for whatever reason. Oh,
Wait, Linda Talberg?
Linda Talberg, yeah.
It
Oh,
isn't
now it's
showing up on mine. Now Inez is black on mine.
Oh, and I don't even see Inez on mine. I don't
on the
understand.
very bottom next to me.
Okay, this is weird. Yeah, I'm not seeing. All right. Okay, so pull them up. I'm going to take it in 1 second. And if I missed you, then we'll get it on email or post it.
Oh, it's up there now on mine. It's all they're all filled up. Hurry up, quick, get it.
Okay, I'm getting it. All right. Yeah, it's still black. I don't know why. I'll have to ask them. Why? Oh, why? Yeah, Linda's is just dark on mine. Okay, and yeah, and I'm not. Oh, there's Inez's. Okay, I got everybody's, so you can take them down, and I'm going to share my screen. And sure I am. There I am. Okay. Yeah, and I said I don't know. Yeah, why that's. It's just really weird. You'll see. And so you can always email me while we're looking at that. Yeah, see, yeah, it's just really weird. In the last few times, I don't know if it's
on that it shows up. Can you scroll it up? It was just one page, right? Today?
It's just one page this time. Yeah.
Scroll it up a little bit. Can you? No, the other way. The other up.
That up?
No, the other way. Because now I don't see. Oh, no, I see Inez's on there. Never mind.
Okay.
Linda's is the only one that's blank now. Yeah. I like Alyssa's. I like your whole grove or whatever. And I like that on the eyelashes you put little mascara.
I just put my email in the chat. So yeah, and if you have to run, it was so much fun. Yeah, and so Rika, I put that, and thank you, Alyssa, for putting it in there. And Janice, well, oh wait, let me find yours.
No,
that's lovely.
No, it isn't Heather at tanglespatterns.com. No, it isn't that.
I put my own in wrong. Oh my gosh. Tangle Addict. I don't even know my own email. Oh my gosh. Heather at Tangle. Ignore that other one. Alyssa had it right. Alyssa, you're hired. Oh my gosh. That's so funny.
Yeah, look at Alyssa's.
Alyssa's only $5. Okay.
At tangleaddicts.com.
Yes, I got my own
These
right
are
now.
great. Oh, well, what did Deb say? She said we weren't missing anything. Wait, who is it that left?
Oh no, it was Jen. Jen said we weren't missing anything.
I like that.
So we'll see it later. Yeah. But no, these are amazing, and I like yeah, and Deb, so yours is interesting, putting, the dino floor kind of going in the middle of your SEEYEBOPs.
But it looks like she used one of her colored tiles.
Oh yeah.
The other night, and that works perfect when you look at for splotches of certain colors and then use them.
Yeah.
That
is really good.
Those were just the blobs that I couldn't blow with the straw the other night. So I thought, oh my God, what am I going to do with this tile? And here we go.
But they would also be good as centers of hibiscus.
Oh,
true.
They would have been. You have to do it again.
Okay, I will.
And Heather, looking at yours in both of them, your the one that's going around the edge really frames the whole thing really well, and your color background shows up.
Yeah.
Mine was very pale.
Yours was yeah.
But a little color around the outer rim of the middle, the ones in the middle, might really be pretty. On the outer band.
Yeah, because I just put a little swipe of this neon yellow, and maybe I'll color it all in with the yellow. I haven't decided yet, so
I don't know if you can see on mine. I colored it in first, and then I came back on top of it with the neon yellow with some little swatches to give it, just some color and some depth. So you might color it in, like I'm looking at, like pinky lavendery color.
Yeah.
Like your background to bring out some of that color. Very, very nice, everyone. I love it. I love it.
Super cool. And I keep losing people's. I'm like, all right, the names are right there on the bottom. Yeah, and I said you still had some to add, and that looks lovely though. Neat. And Tony, I like oh, you did the oh no, is that
which one?
That was more the ball side. Tony Chappelle, and it's a variation, and I like it.
She made hers. Oh wait, yes, she made hers look more like the real bird of paradise, but using the whatever that. I've already
doing the kind of a play off of the string of that. Well, and because there's not, I mean, the SEEYEBOP is just, it doesn't have it's just on its own. It's whatever you want to add to connect it or not connect it. Either way.
Felicity's the little. Isn't that awful?
Okay, Beatrice, we'll see ya.
Oh, what's the one? Well, I'll find it.
And I like Jess's. They look like birds.
Is it the Ojo? Let me see. Yes, the Felicity's Ojo look like little flying ladybugs.
They do.
And then the other one,
the dinosaur.
That one is, that just is a perfect filler the way she's done it in the background.
Yeah.
Not mine. I did it big and it all kind of ran together, which is okay. It just looks like something totally different.
Yeah, I mean, it almost looks like as if it was a lightning bug plant or something, because that's the shape I keep looking to do, is what she did, and mine always end up like too bulbous or something. But so neat.
Well, that's what's neat about it. You could do them bigger and closer together, and have it be bolder.
Yeah,
like Sharon's. Sharon's are bigger, but they still look like little flying bugs.
Yeah.
Or you can do them spaced out and smaller, and it has a real delicate look. Gaze is very delicate as well. Yeah,
and Kelly's, and then Elaine's too.
Sandy did. Oh no, she did her the new one. Kind of small. Connected, but I just love them all.
Well, and Deb, another fun one that you can take in so many different directions, and neat. And I like Gil's down here that it's more
looks like mushroomy.
Yeah,
sort of sideways.
It's just
sliced, but I like them.
So neat. So. All right, and yes, thank you, Alyssa, for plugging the membership club. Yes, I stink at advertising for myself, but yeah. If anyone, for those that are still on, and if you were thinking about it, I am removing the opportunity to be a founding member at $15 a month at the end of this month. So I figured a year is enough time for me to get my act together. I think I've pretty much gotten it together. So, and doing at least 2 classes a month. And so that way it's a deal, because that's what I was aiming for. Because it's like if you're gonna do a subscription, you kind of have to have it more than if you were just doing it class by class. So information is on my website, and very cool. I know. Yeah, I don't even know my own email. Well, we're going to say goodbye to the recording.